pretty obsessed with watching video and film, whether it's of myself, of the team, opposing teams, different setters that I think do a really good job at certain skills. So really being aware of what the blocking schemes are of the other teams and kind of using that to our advantage to offensively manipulate that. And then whatever our focus is. So for me, neutrality.
I try to see like inconsistencies or consistencies in my footwork. As an attacker, I think that's huge because if I'm leaving from a different place or at a different time every approach, then it's really hard to give my setter accurate and consistent feedback.
I really like to look for, okay, if I remember doing something in practice or a match well, then I like to go back to that moment and I'm like, what did I do? What exact moment was it? How did I feel when I felt my best? So if I hit a really good shot, I like to look at the first step of my approach, the set, what adjustments did I make, and how can I recreate that feeling every time.
When I watch video, I really like to watch others who do a skill better than me, whether it's blocking or attacking, playing defense. Whatever it is, I like to watch them and see what they do and why they're so good at that skill. And how can I mimic it to be just as good, if not better than them? And then when I'm watching myself, it's, does my second step, my block need to be bigger, for example? Or am I going vertical on the slide or am I drifting out? What can I do? Just little things to improve the next day at practice.
I personally like to watch video of other players, sometimes men's volleyball, just seeing the things that they do differently from what my game looks like and how I can add those things in to my game.
I like to look for two main things, things that I'm doing well and that I want to keep doing, and then also things that I'm not doing well, of course, and things that I can improve on. And so when I'm watching film, a lot of times I'll watch it in slow-mo. So just slowing the video down gives you an opportunity to see things that you might not catch or pick up on right away when you're watching it at the normal speed of the video.
For my position as a libero, I either watch the hitter's tendencies or for defense and just see what their tendencies are when they're attacking, depending on where the set is, if it's from serve receive or if it's from transition. And on the flip side of that, when I'm watching video for serve receive, I like to watch the servers and what type of serve do they have, where do they serve from, if they have any sort of tendencies, whether it's playing short and deep or maybe they're only serving to zone 1. I like to watch the servers just to mentally prepare myself before a match.
I would say I've had a pretty good shift when it comes to video watching. I started out really focusing on all the negative things and the things I need to get better at, and overall that just created a negative feeling and not really wanting to work on how to improve and things like that. So shifting that mindset and actually focusing on the positive and being able to compare when you do something really well to when you do something not so well, and honestly learning from yourself.
When I'm watching video, there are lots of things that I look for, especially when I'm watching my blocking. So one of the biggest things that I like to look at is my head snap. How quickly and efficiently am I getting my eyes onto the opponent's setter, because that can tell you a lot. That can give you a lot of information about where the ball might go, what the setter's gonna do, so my head snap is really important. And then I've also been focusing a lot on my split step timing and how quickly I'm split stepping and exploding out.
I typically look for what we in the USA gym call high to high. So that is where I'm taking the ball off a dig or a pass, and hopefully it's in a high position above my head with my hands and in a neutral position where my hands aren't in front or behind me too much, and then finishing once I set or release the ball, finishing high to get a nice flight on that ball.
Okay, so when I watch video, I typically like to start off watching the good things first. A coach a long time ago gave me that advice of making sure that I'm watching the things that I'm doing well first, so that when I am watching the rest of the video, I can make that constructive criticism without being too harsh on myself, because I've already seen the good things that I'm doing.